welcome to my journey. You know what today is? It's Tuesday. We're going thrifting. We're not gonna be there right when they open, but you won't be far behind. Okay, well, I was not in there long. Oh, okay. But I found just what I wanted. Got in line, had to wait a while because she couldn't get the register to work. So then she went around and she finally got another one to work. And there was another one already working, but the woman was trying to buy some furniture and she was having to look up stuff and all this and that. So I finally got out of there. But I can't show you what I got right now because it was too bulky to bring up here in the front seat. So I got it in the back. I'll show you sometime. So I guess I'll just quit talking now, listen to a little bit of radio. You know where I'm going to Nazareth. She said they would be putting out more Christmas stuff Monday is what she said, Monday. So I said, well, good, because I come on Tuesday. So I'm hoping to find something. There is a Tupperware car. People still sell Tupperware. I thought Tupperware went out of business. Maybe they just don't want to give up their car. I don't know. But I hope I find some cool Christmas ornaments. I don't know if I'll go to Habitat to look for some or not. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I'm gonna get out here, listen to music. I'll see you. Well, I'm back home. I never picked the camera up in the car again. I thought, well, we'll just come on home and do our haul. So what I got at Goodwill, I was excited. These, if you saw one of my hauls in New Jersey, I found a UNC Chapel Hill. It's the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. It's the Tar Heels. I found a hoodie, and I told you how much I love them. I've loved them ever since I was a kid. I don't follow sports, but they're my team. I just love them, and I love Carolina blue. So I took after my mama. She was a huge Tar Heel fan. When the basketball games are on, she would get so tore up, she would have to turn it off. She couldn't finish watching it because she would just get so tore up. She was so into it. So I grew up liking the Tar Heels. So look what I found, and I think they're brand new. Look at this. No straw, but I have a big straw. I looked in it, and it's like it's brand new. So they also had this. I thought this would be perfect to put ice water in to take to the garden. Look, brand new. This was $3.99, and this was $3.99, 25% off. So I was so excited about these. Then you won't believe what I found. Okay, so I am refreshing my kitchen because all that Pioneer Woman stuff is so springy, and it's just too springy for this time of year. So I dug out I guess it's buffalo check, my red and white buffalo check curtains that I have had up there since probably 2009. I had them up there for many years before I changed to another pair, and I didn't like them. Then I put them back up, and they were up until I bought Pioneer Woman, last year? And so I saved them because I'm like, I know I'll want them again. So I put them back up, and I took everything on the counter that was Pioneer Woman, and I'm going back to white things because they match the curtains. Well, I'm like, I had some white canisters, and I got rid of them. I'm like, you got your Pioneer Woman. You really don't need those. So I donated them. Well, then I was like, I wish I had some red canisters to bring out some red in the kitchen because of all my little white things. Look what I found today. Not even where they're supposed to be. They were over where these cups were, where their pots and pans and things were. They weren't even supposed to be there. They were supposed to be on the other side with the ceramics and whatnot. Look at this. A canister set. So there's this one. This is the biggest one. It was $5.99. And then there was this one that was $4.99. And then there was this one, which was $3.99, and of course I got 25% off. So for those 5 things I paid $18 and some change. That was a deal and a half. I guarantee you these Carolina cups were $25, $26, $27, because when I bought my Appalachian one when we went there several years back, I paid, well, David paid like I think $30 for that thing. So yeah, those are expensive, and like I said, I know the brand new, there's not a scratch on them anywhere. And these canisters, they look brand new. There's no chips, nothing. So I am thrilled. I am thrilled. It is what I wanted, and there it was. So that is what I got at Goodwill. And then, of course, I went to Nazareth. Well, I did find some more Christmas ornaments because that's what I'm looking for. Look at these. Ain't them pretty? All of them was pretty. These was only $1. And I got 10% off it there, so 90 cents. But ain't them pretty? Oh, I love them. And then I found these. There's like 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They look like somebody made them. Little stockings. But I like them. They were, I think, $2. So I just like them. I thought they'd be pretty on the tree. And then I found these. You know somebody made these. You know they did. All these little bells with the pearl looking beads. I think these were $5. Yeah, they were. But ain't they pretty? I'm excited about my tree. It's going to be just a plain tree, but it's going to have some retro things on it and just some pretty balls. I think I'm going to like it a lot. And then I went to Habitat. Well, you go to the free buggy first, and then anything you find you have to put in your car. Look what I found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look. 10 McDonald's Happy Meal toys, never been opened. You know, and they're just all kinds. But you know that I have to take Jacob Hocus Pocus. If you're new here, Hocus Pocus is what my great uncle used to do to me. He worked in the mill, and he would come home from the mill and had his old black lunchbox, and he would make me say Hocus Pocus because I stayed down there when Mama worked part of the time. He'd make me say Hocus Pocus, and he'd open up and he'd have me a candy bar. Every day he'd buy me a candy bar at work and bring it to me. And so I taught Jacob what Hocus Pocus is. And now if I go to his house, he is looking for Hocus Pocus. I mean, he learned immediately. You say Hocus Pocus, you get a bag of goodies. So I take him goodies and I take him a toy. I thought, well, all them little toys, it don't matter. They were free. It don't matter if he plays with them and never plays with them again. He'll get a little bit of excitement out of it, a little something to put his little mind on, and then whatever. But I thought, for free? Heck yeah. So I got that. And that's all I got. That is not all I got at Habitat. I found these for 50 cents. He'll play with these. The little things that you pop the poing like that and they jump. Remember that little frogs? These are rabbits, little Easter Bunny rabbits. 12 money bouncers or whatever, flippers, I don't know. But he'll get a kick out of those in there on the kitchen floor. So that'll be one of his little Hocus Pocus toys. And this I'm just going to give him. The old-timey magnets. I'm pretty sure he don't have a magnet. And what little kid don't like to play with a magnet? I did. And this is them old, you can tell. The old school kind. They were $6 for 2 of them. But I paid it because it's my baby. But I thought he'd have fun picking up screws and going around and seeing what's magnet and what's not. That's a good learning tool too. So that was all I got at Habitat. And then I come home and I went to our Habitat. They never have anything. They're not a good Habitat unless you want furniture. Then you can find furniture. Tons and tons and tons of furniture. But as far as knickknacks, whatnots, no. But I thought, well, while I'm coming down this way, I never stop. I'll just give them a look. I didn't find nothing. So then I thought, last stop I'm going to make is my Goodwill. And I found one thing. It was $3. I had this exact thing back in the day. It's Tupperware. Back in the day, I guess I just donated it sometime over time. But the nostalgia of it got me. I don't know what I'm going to put in it, but the nostalgia got me. My big orange one that has the little slider things on the end, I still have it. And I had it probably back in the 80s. It's still in here in my drawer beside my chair. I have it's really a bedside table, but I use it as my side table at my chair. And so it's just full of like tools on the bottom and stuff like that. And on the top, just things. It's like a junk drawer, but I got it organized. So it's not so bad. And when I saw that, I just had to have it. So anyway, that was my holiday. So since I couldn't show you my big things at Goodwill in the car, I thought, well, I'll just show you everything here. So that is it. I did good today. I think I did real good today. I did. I was excited about them free toys. I was snatching them. I was digging through that buggy and snatching them up. So anyway, that is all for me today. And come back tomorrow for another weigh-in.